We just wrapped up the first week of Bulldog soccer practice alongside head coach Greg Henson. And coach, just give us your initial thoughts from this first week of practice. What you see from the players?
Yeah, it was good. I think overall, some growth. I think there's a lot of potential within this team, and happy with where they're at. Brought the energy every day, and even through the battles of two-a-days and things like that in week one. Really pleased with kind of where we are, but it's still week one, so there's always room for growth and things of that nature in a lot of different areas. But overall, I think we can be happy with where we are today, and we'll see what tomorrow brings.
Talk about the young players on your team, not just the freshmen, but also the sophomores as they go into their second camp, and then the freshmen. What have you seen from them getting acclimated to playing college soccer?
Yeah, we got a large group. I mean, I feel like it's been a broken record. We're still a young team, but we got a lot of veteran leadership in this group, but we've got, I think, 19 freshmen, sophomores on the roster. So we're definitely a young squad still, but happy with their growth, the maturity we've seen out of the sophomore class, from where they came from last year to this year, and then the freshmen just jumped in and hit the ground running, and I think we'll see some big impact players out of that freshman class as well this year, like we've had every year, with a couple impactful freshmen.
And then last question for you. Through the first 5 practices of camp so far, 5 days of camp, have you seen any players that have really stood out or some things that you've really liked just in general from the squad?
Yeah, I mean, as far as players that stand out, I mean, it's kind of, players that we expect things from. Lindsey Cole's a senior captain for us. Ali McMahon, senior captain for us, a fifth-year senior, I should say. Brentley Bell will be back as a fifth-year senior. So those players we expect a lot out of. Bella Valoni, Ella Wolf, I mean, they've started every game since they stepped on campus. Those are things that, maybe not the expectations, but just we know they're going to come and what they're going to do and what they're going to provide for us. So, those are kind of some of the stalwarts that we've seen a lot out of over the last few years. Some of our younger players that are into year 2, Kat Welch, Haley Buckman, we expect to see good things from them as well. Izzy Barron. You go on and on, right? So I think one of the big things with camp this year is that there is a lot of depth in a lot of different areas. So we got some pretty key positional battles going on right now, making some very difficult decisions for me, and that's the one thing that you want, right? So as a coach, you want to have difficult decisions to make, and really right now there's not a right or wrong answer. So we'll see what happens tomorrow, and then regroup and get ready for week 2.